Hey, Kiara. I really appreciate you having my back today. You know how our boss can be. Once he starts lecturing, it never ends. He was really going off today, and I was a little scared, to be honest. But I'm so glad you intervened before it escalated. You're like a lifesaver to me, a true hero for justice.
Oh, stop it. It was nothing.
You know what? You're an incredibly reliable person. And hey, I'm not the only one who sees it. Everyone around here thinks the same way. I always find myself needing an extra hand with everything, and you're always there to lend yours.
Daphne, it's nothing special, but I appreciate the thought.
You're so amazing and organized. You probably don't even need a man, right? I bet he'd just be a hindrance. On the flip side, I feel like I'll never find a man because I'm too clumsy in this world. Just kidding. Actually, I'm about to get married.
Oh, congratulations. That's wonderful news. I had no clue. I really wish you all the best. By the way, I recall the boss getting upset with you today for making the same mistake as last week. It's perfectly fine to have thoughts and interests beyond work, but could you try to minimize them while you're on the job? I'd greatly appreciate it.
Hey, I'm really sorry, but I'm giving it my all here. I mean, let's be real. I'm not as brainy as someone as accomplished as you.
Hey, I'm really glad you see me as someone to look up to. But there's a limit to how much I can do to assist you. Honestly, it would mean a lot to me if you could put in that extra effort to fix the mistakes you make. Remember, I was there to help you when you first joined 3 years ago. Don't you think I've taken care of you enough by now?
And I'm really grateful for all that you've done for me during my time here. I'm sorry, it's just there's been a lot going on, you see. I suppose that, since we're so close.
What's up all of a sudden?
Well, I've made up my mind. I'm taking my skills elsewhere. I'm leaving the company.
Wait, are you serious? When are you quitting?
I'm all done by the end of this month.
Oh, I'm glad you figured out what you wanted to do in life. I suppose that's great news for the both of us.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean by the both of us?
Well, that means I'll be able to push through my work a lot faster, especially when I get to concentrate on my own life. And besides, you seem to be taking a new step in life, which I'm truly proud of you for doing.
Wait, are you saying I'm a nuisance to be around?
Tell you what, if I was in your shoes, I'd use all of my paid leave before you leave so you can quit even quicker.
See, I totally do that. But I used up all of them throughout the year, so I have to do the full month. Anyways, I don't know if I appreciate you calling me a nuisance in the workplace.
Sorry. I was just glad that you got to leave this job and take a new path in life. I mean it. Never really felt like you enjoyed working here.
Well, thanks, I suppose. Anyways, like I said, I'll be married soon. So it'd be great if you could come.
Sorry, I don't think I can. Especially with all the work I need to do here.
Wait, I haven't even told you the date.
Oh, when is it planned for?
Exactly 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks, huh? That's a coincidence. I was actually planning on getting married around that time, too.
Wait, really? I didn't know you were getting married. I hope it goes well on your end, too.
I'd appreciate that, Daphne.
But yeah, we're all ready to go to submit the papers to City Hall. After that, we'll have our proper wedding. The process was a bit annoying, wasn't it? I'm sure you know what I mean.
Oh, I haven't actually finished mine yet. I should probably get on to that, shouldn't I?
Well, let me know if anything comes up. I'll do my best to help out.
Thanks. I appreciate it. I just haven't been able to take a break from all this work recently.
Well, I suppose I was the first one out of the two of us to get married first. Who would have guessed, though? You seem so much more like an adult than I could ever dream of being.
Oh, stop it. I'm more surprised that our wedding dates were so close to each other. But all of this work has really taken a toll on me. Maybe I should organize a honeymoon or something and take some time off.
Well, I sure hope nothing happens during the wedding.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Oh, sorry. That must have been my pessimistic side kicking in. Anyways, I need to get ready to move in with my fiancé. So I've been just as busy as you have been these days.
Oh, no wonder you're trying to rush home today.
Thanks again for saving me from that boss of ours today, Kiara. I'm going to pack all my things for the big move. Bye now.
Kiara, you got a second?
Sure, Joshua. What's the matter? I just finished up with work and I'm about to head over in a second. I've already contacted the staff for the wedding planning at the venue that we should be there on schedule. Did something come up? We could always reschedule.
Oh no, I just wanted to talk about our wedding.
Yeah? Is something bothering you?
I don't really like beating around the bush, so I'll just get right to it. Could we cancel the wedding?
What? Why would you want to cancel our wedding? We're only 2 weeks away and we went through all of the planning already.
Look, I just don't think you're my soulmate. There's someone else who fits that role much better. Actually, we just went down and submitted all the paperwork to be legally married. So, yeah, I'm actually already married. I'm not joking either. I'm totally serious. That's why we'll have to cancel our wedding plans. I'm sorry, but please try to understand.
Wait a second. You can't be serious after all this time you've spent together.
You're a very strong woman, Kiara. I'm sure you'll be able to overcome this and find your soulmate elsewhere.
Wait, this is way too sudden.
I'm sorry, but I can't lie to myself and spend the rest of my life with someone that isn't my true love. And I've already decided on who I want to spend the rest of my life with. I can apologize all you want, but this is my final decision.
I can't believe you. Do you understand what you're doing? Did you seriously get married to someone else? Don't you think that's crazy? Does that mean you've been seeing someone else all this time? You're vile.
I understand how you feel, and I was planning on telling you sooner. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it until I knew for sure that you weren't the one.
Is that the reason you had me go through all of the wedding planning myself? I thought it was weird that you never added any input into any of the decision making.
I'm sorry. Too much was going on in my head at the time. I really apologize that you had to go through this.
Do you understand how much time and effort I put into trying to make this wedding happen? Not only did you waste my time by not saying anything, but you wasted your mom's time too because she helped me out with everything you were supposed to be doing. And you're telling me to call it off because you don't see me in your future all of a sudden?
Look, I've already explained everything to my mom. She says I should just choose to go through with whatever I think is the best for my own life.
Do you understand what you're saying?
In fact, my mom met up with my soulmate and they seem to get along greatly, so I know she understands. Again, I'm sorry you have to go through this. But I've decided to follow my heart because this is such a big life decision. My soulmate agrees with my choice too, especially when I'm choosing what I think is right. And of course, she thinks I'm her soulmate too.
So who even is the girl you keep mentioning? Better not be someone I know.
Well, about that, you both were working under the same company until recently. In fact, I've seen you two together.
Wait, don't tell me. It's not Daphne, is it?
Oh, how did you know? But you're right. Daphne is my soulmate. We need each other in life.
Why her of all people? How do you even know her? I couldn't see you two getting together when you're polar opposites.
Well, remember when I walked by and saw you and her eating lunch that one time?
That was a while back, wasn't it? That was right when she joined the company, for God's sake.
Well, anyways, I knew from that moment that we were meant to be.
Joshua, you haven't been cheating on me with her. Since 3 years back, have you?
Of course not. I'm just saying that was the first time I saw her. Nothing happened back then. I wasn't planning on cheating on you. It's just that we coincidentally met at a bar around a year ago. She told me it was fate that we met again like this, and I fell for her completely. I knew it was destiny for me to marry her.
Listen to yourself.
And that's where I got her contact. And here we are today.
You're disgusting for proposing to me while you were juggling between 2 partners.
You know, we'd been a thing for quite some time, and everyone around us kept pushing us to be together. Then a friend of mine just told me to stop procrastinating and make a move. So, that day, I came home to you and did it spontaneously.
You're lying. How disgusting can you be? So you didn't even want to get married from the beginning?
Well, I wasn't against it or anything like that. But the more time passed, I started to compare you to Daphne, and she was the clear winner. I didn't want to regret such a life-changing decision. So, even though I'd proposed to you that one night, I thought it would be best to call it off before we were officially a thing.
I don't want to hear anything else from you. I feel ashamed for thinking the night that you proposed to me was the best day of my life. Fine, if you've already gone through with tying the knot with Daphne, I guess I don't have any say in any of this. Let's just call it quits.
You're a strong woman, Kiara. I'm sorry, but I know you'll recover from this.
Yeah, whatever. I can live without you any day, trust me. But I will be making you take responsibility for your actions. Trust me, you'll hear from me soon. Enjoy your new married life with Daphne.
All I can do is apologize to you. I hope you'll find your soulmate one day too.
I heard from Joshua. Seems like you two are officially married.
Oh, hi, Kiara. Oh, you heard the news. Yep, I'm officially a thing with Joshua now. I'm so sorry if it seemed like I just came in and stole your fiancé.
That's exactly what you did, and you know that.
I guess there's no use in hiding it.
Anyways, I have some stuff to organize in terms of my failed wedding. So I'll be heading to the venue now to cancel this entire thing and get it all over and done with. Go enjoy your life with Joshua.
Hold on a second. Just one thing before you go through with that.
What do you want now? Make it quick.
Well, I'll be having a wedding with Joshua instead of you. So don't worry about going through the trouble of canceling everything.
What are you talking about? I don't care what you want to do, but I need to cancel the wedding involving myself. You've already booked another venue for your wedding, haven't you?
Oh, we were just planning to use the same location to make things much smoother.
So you were planning on stealing my husband along with the whole wedding?
I mean, it's such a waste, isn't it? He went through all the trouble to organize the entire wedding, for God's sakes. All of those phone calls you had to make, along with all of those documents you had to fill in, especially when Joshua's mom had to help out with the majority of that. There's no point in just throwing all of that hard work away, right?
All the hard work that has gone to waste. At least for me, anyway.
That's why I'm saying let's make the best out of the situation and keep the wedding venue the same as what you had booked.
There's less than 2 weeks left. You know I had to go through the trouble of finding out everyone's tastes in food? Which you'll have to organize again, as I'm sure you'd have different guests to who we had planned. All of the decorations and invitations have my name plastered all over them, too. Are you sure you can figure out all of the speeches and music that you'll have at your wedding, too? There's no way you can fix all that in such a short time. Look, I'm sorry, but you're being unrealistic.
It's all fine. We'll just take the whole bundle the way you set it all up.
What in the world are you talking about?
We'll just use everything that you have organized. I'm sure the food and music will be fine. And if there's a good feast and some great tunes, everyone will be happy. And we have similar proportions, too, so the wedding dress you chose would fit perfectly for me. In fact, what if I wore it better than you do? You're worrying too much.
So you're saying to switch the bride of the wedding along with the guests and keep everything the same?
Yep, that's the plan. I've already invited all of my friends and family to the wedding, so we have a general head count of who will be there. You don't need to worry about anything. I have a lot more friends than you might expect. Those seats will be filled in no time.
All right. I won't be canceling the reservations then. Don't come complaining to me if things go wrong.
Thank you so much. I'm sure everything will go smoothly if someone is sharp and intelligent as you were, the one that organized everything. We don't have anything in particular we want at our wedding anyway, so if we can get pretty pictures to post on my Instagram, that's all I ask for.
Right. I hope it goes well.
Thank you so much for going through with this, Kiara. I sent you an invite too, so please feel free to come.
Oh, I'll enjoy this for sure.
Okay. Well, please try and hold in your emotions when you see your ex-husband marry another woman. We don't want you going through all of our tissues from crying too much. I don't want my one and only wedding day ruined after all.
Oh, don't worry about that. I won't be the one crying. Anyway, I'll let the organizer know that the wedding is still on just as planned.
Thanks for going through with everything. You sure are a reliable person.
I hope the wedding will be satisfactory.
What's the meaning of all this?
Oh, I thought your wedding ceremony was about to begin. I'm sure there is much more important things to be doing than texting me.
Why is the wedding dress so tight in the stomach? It feels like it's going to rip. You expect me to go out in this?
I thought you told me not to change anything about the planned wedding. Besides, Joshua's mom chose that wedding dress for me weeks ago.
Wait, his mom?
Yep, I'm sure she'd be sad if the dress she chose doesn't get worn by the bride. This is the happiest day of your life, right? Don't tell me you're just going to complain about the dress being a little tight around the waist. Anyway, it's too late now. I'm sure the wedding ceremony will start very shortly.
Wait a second. You didn't tell me this. Everyone is going to see that I'm not as thin as I say I am.
If I recall, you were the one that said we had similar proportions, right? And you told me not to do anything about changing the program, too. I'm sorry, but I did everything you told me to.
You don't understand. Joshua will have to see me like this. And there's no other dresses around that I can change into. What if he doesn't take me as his wife if he sees what I look like?
But Joshua's mom knows all of the news in regards to you being the new bride. So there's high expectations on the table when she got along with me so well.
Oh, no. What do I do?
Well, maybe you should have tried the dress on before the big day, huh? But it's too late now. Don't worry, you'll get through it. Oh, but then again, I did hear that his mom is very particular about how she wants things done. See? That's why the wedding planning took so long to get done. It didn't help that his dad had very strong opinions that clashed too. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck. Hope today will be a memorable one.
It's okay. After all, Joshua loves me, right?
We'll have to see about that. I mean, he changed opinions about me very fast, and I'm sure you're well aware. And besides, he didn't do a single bit of planning for this wedding, so I'm sure he'll have a few surprises waiting for him, too. In the end, it's your call, though. You could always just cancel it last minute. That wouldn't be the first time.
No. I was going to wear a gorgeous dress that highlighted all of my features. What will I do about my photos for social media?
Well, you won't need to worry about that one bit. Because I doubt you'd even have the time to take your selfies with the amount of things that Joshua's mom's planned. Not that you'd want to anyways with a dress that tight. He'll have to go through the entire wedding process from meeting all of his family members to exchanging vows with that on. Oh, not to mention, you said you'd invited all of your friends, right? I'm sure you'll be the talk of town for weeks. Well, might as well enjoy the spotlight, right?
No, there's no way I can go out there. What will I do if they all take photos and spread it around the internet?
Oh, that's perfect. You wanted to take a whole bunch of selfies to post, didn't you? I'm sure there will be professional photographers at the venue, too. You're gonna feel like a celebrity from how many cameras get pointed at you. I actually wish I showed up so I could see all of this go down.
I can't even look at myself in the mirror without cringing.
Oh, and his parents were thrilled to meet you, by the way. But look, if you're still too embarrassed to go out like that, then you could always just call off the entire wedding. It'd be a shame after all the preparation that was put into this. Though, and Joshua's parents would not be happy at all.
Wait, you have to help me out. If I don't go out there, then what do I tell all my friends?
Oh, yeah. His family were making a celebratory video for the wedding, too. Did you hear about that?
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, you see, I heard that his brother made it to commemorate the wedding and show it in front of the whole crowd. He claims that he's good at video editing and all, but I think he's a little overconfident in his skills.
Wait, what are you getting at?
See, I had a little glance at what it was like. The entire thing was filmed awfully on a webcam or something in his room, and he was stuttering the entire time while he was reading off a script. Oh, and I can't forget those tacky sound effects. Everyone will be losing it in the crowd.
And that's going to play in front of the whole audience?
I suppose there is one thing that'll save you, though.
Tell me, what is it?
Well, you said if there was good music and food, then everything will be all right, right? See, Joshua's family are very picky eaters. It's easier to find something that they wouldn't eat, so the food that will be served is all greasy fast food. I hope you don't put on any more weight.
Wait, what about the 5-star dishes?
Hey, you have all the choice in the world from hamburgers to fried chicken. Pizza, too. Who doesn't like pizza? There will be plenty to share with all your friends.
You're telling me everything is cheap delivery food?
Again, the surprises won't end here, I'm sure. You underestimate how difficult Joshua's mom can be, but I'm sure you'll handle it with all your flying colors.
No, my wedding day is ruined.
Oh, right. One last thing. Remember how I said that I'd get you to take responsibility for all this? Well, as a thanks for inviting me over to your wonderful wedding, I've sent over the payment form for the entire wedding, too. Seems like it'll all come out of your wallet. It is your wedding, after all. I sent it to Joshua's address, so I'm sure you'll receive it from him in no time. Just sit tight. I suppose you can always ask Joshua to pay for it, too. You're both a happily married couple now that support each other when things get tough.
Wait a second, Kiara. I can't go through with a wedding like this. In fact, I don't want to marry into a family this weird. Look, I'm just going to run away from this wedding and never look back. You can have him back, okay?
I'm sorry, but it seems like you're his true soulmate. I can't be taking your place when he clearly thinks you're the one. And besides, you said I was a strong, independent woman that could take care of myself, right? You two go have a wonderful wedding. I'm cheering for you.
This will be anything but wonderful. Please, Kiara, you have to listen to me. You saved me from our angry boss at work. I'm sure you can step in and help me here, too. You have to pick me up and take me away from this wedding.
Sorry, I'm actually on my own vacation.
You're lying.
I'd never lie to my cute little coworker like that. I've been enjoying this ocean view for the past few days, actually. My heart's still with you, Daphne. You will always have my support, but the more time passes, the more I realize none of this was meant to be. So thank you for taking him away from me.
No, this was going to be the happiest day of my life, not the most embarrassing.
Well, it was nice talking to you. Hope it goes well.
Wait, I'm sorry, Kiara. Don't leave me here, please. You always have my back, don't you? You can have everything back. Just listen to me.
Realizing she had no other option but to go along with it, Daphne reluctantly proceeded with the disastrous wedding that awaited her. The event became a subject of laughter, though for all the wrong reasons, and the embarrassing moments were captured and shared on social media. It seemed like Joshua's parents were far from pleased with the condition of their son's new life. The greasy food permeated the air, resulting in an unpleasant odor lingering in the room. Hygiene issues forced the celebration to be cut short by several hours. However, I did hear that a few individuals oddly found some enjoyment in the overall experience. Oh, and how could I not mention it? The newlyweds were also burdened with the cost of hiring cleaners to spend hours tidying up the entire venue. Rumors circulated that Daphne and Joshua had arguments over who was responsible for covering the expenses. And supposedly, they ended up